Hello guys, welcome back to Super Guy Boy Show, and today I'm going to be doing a stand analyst video on Bohemian Rhapsody. Bohemian Rhapsody has to be one of the strangest stands in all of JoJo's, as its ability sounds so weird and simple almost, but it's that weird JoJo twist the more you dive into it. So its basic outline is that it can bring any fictional character to life, or anything that's been printed out in a weird way. So like stop signs could be brought in, fairy tales can be brought in, Spider-Man, comic book characters like Disney, whatever. They can be brought in the world. If the user comes across it, or maybe it's a worldwide, it's not really explained that well. But I think once the stand is activated worldwide, all characters can just come around and just start attacking people in a weird way. Now, that may sound overpowered, like it could basically bring Superman to destroy everything, but that's not how it technically works. With Bohemian Rhapsody, it's kind of a weirdness to it. If you come across a character that you recognize, like you know its story, you will have to live through the same fate that the character went through. So with Weather Report, he didn't recognize any of the fairy tale characters because he has lost his memory. But when he came across Van Gogh, he had to live through his suicide. Or Anasui, when he came across those ugly ass goats, he had to live through the mother goat cutting his stomach open. And that sounds scary on its own, and it was only defeated because of the one loophole of Van Gogh being an artist. But let's say that nobody knew who Van Gogh is, like Weather didn't recognize who Van Gogh is. They would have been completely murdered by Bohemian Rhapsody. And that's what I like about this stand a lot, and I do think it is immensely powerful if it was given to the right user. On its own, it was pretty much like destroying the world. Like we saw a new station of like these manga characters destroying almost like a city in Japan, or like people were meeting Spider-Man in the manga, and then Pinocchio and everything. And there's this little thing where like if you kill that fictional character, it will not come back once the stand is deactivated. So yes, Anasui did kill Pinocchio, and that is so funny to me. And I pretty much enjoyed this arc, and the stand user on its own. The stand on its own, I really enjoyed a lot. I feel like if this was given to a much more observant stand user, or let's say you knew the person very well, you would pretty much win. Imagine using this on Western fans. They would be shot by Clint Eastwood. Or imagine using Star Wars. People would be turned to Darth Vader with Luke Skywalker coming around them. Or imagine using this on JoJo fans. JoJo fans would be melted alive while getting into the death loop, while getting blown up. Okay, maybe not to that extent, but still. This stand is almost limitless, and that's kind of what I like about it. It's immensely powerful if used right, and that's kind of what I like about it. And I think that this is a pretty good stand to have if you're a way more observant person. And even worldwide, it was able to do destructive powers. And the fact that you can't really control it, maybe more of a disadvantage on you, as you can't really control the characters really, you are basically screwed. But still, it may not be powerful in terms of combat, but in terms of like a strategy wise, it's a pretty useful stand. And I think it was a pretty good one too. So yes, this stand is overpowered in its own right, but not up there with GER or Purple Haze Distortion or Chariot Requiem. It's still not up to there, but worldwide, definitely scary as hell.